So I'm gonna start recording. Perfect. My supporter here. I think that was either MJ or Rose. Yes, probably MJ. Started recording me. Thank you. All right. Well, let's get started. All right. Well, my name is Christine. Let me see if I can see myself. And there we go. There you go. Now I see myself. I think I see Sophia. Can you see me okay? Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Making sure you can see me. All right. Well, my name is Christine, and I get to teach tonight's masterclass on skin prep and flawless face. And my goal is to bring you education, bring you empowerment, and bring you confidence in putting your best face forward. I remember for me as a customer, I had really uneven skin, acne prone skin. I still, as an adult, go through those breakout seasons. And so I know for me, I never felt like I had a flawless face. And the night that I tried Mary Kay products, I remember going out that night. It was a Friday night. And we went out that night after our makeover, and all my friends noticed. They're like, you look different. And then that Monday, after purchasing my Miracle Set and foundation, I went to work. And even the doctors that I worked with were like, you look different. What did you do? I'm like, I can't believe this Mary Kay thing actually works. And so as you get educated today and empowered, your consultant at the end will share some special deals on how you can put your best face forward, not just today, but every single day, which builds confidence, right? So the first step to prepping your skin for a flawless face application is your skincare routine. Your makeup game will never be a 10 if your skincare game is a 1. So ladies, let's upgrade the skincare routine. Now I'm going to do something fun. I like using my Skin Brigade Sonic brush. I'm using, we have several skincare sets. I'm going to share my screen and share with you a few of those skincare sets that we have available as I apply this. But I'm using today our Miracle Set 3D. And so I'll be using our 4-in-1 cleanser. As you can see, there are several products that you can select from. The importance is using a routine that brings you cleanser, exfoliation, freshening, moisturization, and protection. And maybe depending on your skincare needs, your age, what you're looking for results, your consultant can give you recommendations as to your perfect skincare routine. By the way, I love using the Sonic brush because you get a much deeper clean than using fingertips. Now, I already did use eye makeup remover before coming on here today, and my micellar water. So if you've never used either of those, I want to encourage you. We have a brand new updated, better than before eye makeup remover. It's great silicone and water, oil free as well. But I'll tell you, it removes makeup even faster with literally little to no residue. I don't feel any residue. So I love that. So since I have oily skin, I don't want to feel anything. So we do have, as I'm washing and rinsing, have my wet cloth. In your bathroom, you don't need a wet cloth, whatever you use. For the sake of not being in my bathroom, I'm using a wet cloth so I don't make a mess over here. And so I'm using the Miracle Set 3D. I just applied our 4-in-1 cleanser, which gently cleanses, exfoliates, freshens, and brightens in one simple step. And so I'm going in upward motion against gravity. And then I'm going to continue my Miracle Set 3D with our moisturizer and our eye cream. Now, it does include a night cream and a day cream. I'm going to be putting on the day cream today since I am applying foundation, because nighttime is for bedtime. And so we also have a repair line, as you can see here, for either 40 plus skincare needs. I actually just turned 40, so maybe I should be using this one, but I love my Miracle Set. And so you also have our amazing natural line. We have our botanical line as well for teens and tweens, and our clear proof line for acne prone skin, which I typically, if I get a breakout, I jump into that line right away. I've been using it for many years. And our men's line. So we've got something for everybody. All right, so as we are prepping for the next step, I am gonna let my face, I'm gonna pat dry, making sure that there's no soap left over, no cleanser left over. Also, a little tip, in the bathroom, you wanna go neck upward motion against gravity with your same cleansing products and your routine. Everything that you apply to your face, you can apply it to your neck as well. How awesome is that? Because you know the neck does age pretty quickly as well. So I'm gonna pat dry, never tug, never pull. Okay, I am ready for my moisturization. And so I do have some fun steps I love to add, but I'll tell you, I do like for daytime to add my vitamin C, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna apply my day cream. So I got my moisturizer, this day moisturizer. You see people pat into the skin I like to blend it in because since it's a physical sunscreen, I like to make sure it spreads evenly to all parts of my face. So I'm going to apply this all over my day cream. There is a night cream option. I'm just applying the day cream because I'm doing a quick daytime flawless face. So I make sure to cover all that jawline very easily. And I'm really oily. So make sure you get the right formula. Your beauty consultant can help you find the right formula for you. And if you need a little boost with this, we have a great skin analyzer app that gives you a 3D skin analysis and gives you a personal routine and regimen that it recommends for you. So check that out. Write down in your notes. Tell me more about Skin Analyzer app, and your consultant can hook you up with that. Okay, so let's continue. Oh, and I cannot forget my eye cream. So with that ring finger, the most gentle finger, I'm gonna apply my eye cream. I have it on both ring fingers. I'm gonna gently tap all around because tapping increases circulation. It helps the product absorb better, and it does not tug or pull. It can prevent wrinkles. Nobody wants wrinkles. All right, let's go on. So as my face is now drying, let me tell you about our next flawless step, our foundation primer. So with CC cream, there's different coverage options. When it comes to foundation, for me, what I consider the most flawless application, I love to apply foundation primer right before. It has an amazing silky finish. A little bit goes a really long way. So just at the fingertips, I apply just a tad bit. You can see that. And what I'll do is a little technique. It has SPF in it as well. So you're getting double protection from the sun. I like to do a little bit of this rubbing motion, and I like to go over my pores up and down. Why? Because if you only put it one way, when you apply your foundation, you can see not as flawless as a finish. When you apply it smoothly around your pores, it gives you an even more flawless coverage. Now, this product literally minimizes the appearance of your fine lines, wrinkles, and in my case, your pores, because I have very large pores. Acne prone skin, oily skin tends to have larger pores. But for all skin types, so whether it's the fine lines, if you ever tell me, oh, my pores seem more visible, or my fine lines seem more visible with powder or foundation, you might want to consider our foundation primer that gives you a really flawless finish. All right, so we have many tools to apply your product. So depending on which product you are applying, since I'm applying foundation, I will choose the foundation brush, which has a nice flat finish. This is a synthetic brush that is tapered to easy application. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to use it, but depending on which product you're choosing for your flawless face can determine which brush you select. Like our blending brush, I love for CC cream, or even under eye corrector sometimes. Our blending sponge, you're going to see me use today for my concealer and corrector. So we have some fun tools, but primer for me is an essential for everyday flawless face, and it helps you literally last through the day. If you live in South Florida or anywhere that is actually hot, I think everywhere right now. So wherever you live at this point, it helps your product last even longer for that melt-proof makeup look. Now, I'm going to choose foundation. So this is kind of fun. I actually just came back from a week at the beach, and I actually changed foundation tone. Look at that. I'm pretty fair. I am still pretty fair, but I'm usually pretty fair through the year. So this is my tan. I put lots of sunscreen, but being in the sun all week long with a hat, I still got some sun. And so I will tell you that I want to teach you how you can choose that right foundation for you, but I'll tell you the good news. Your beauty consultant has a really handy foundation quiz link that she will send you that gives you a really easy way to find your match, your perfect match. So there are different coverage options we'll go over, but as I apply my foundation, let me tell you a couple fun things you want to know. And so first and foremost, I'm going to use my foundation brush. I chose a matte foundation because I have oily skin. We have the same foundations in either matte or luminous coverage. Matte gives you up 12 hours of humidity and oil control, versus 2-year luminous gives you a glowy, dewy look and gives you 12 hours of hydration. So do you prefer matte coverage for 12 hours or hydration for 12 hours? That's up to you, and your beauty consultant can help you find the right match. Now I'm going to apply the product right to my brush, just like this. I'm going to show you right to my brush. See that? Small. I start small, and I'm going to start at the center of the face Why the center of the face? I see people do little dots all the way around. I start at the center because at the center is where we have more imperfections, okay? More imperfections. So you're gonna see me work my way from the center, and depending on the brush, if I had a blending brush, I might do a circular motion. With this flat foundation brush, I do more of a stippling. I want to get it nice into the little crevices. I'm gonna apply more foundation. I like to start light and build my way. I get really red around my nose. Oh, thank you, MJ. Yep. So I like to get right in there. I definitely put some around the eyes and even on my eyelids because I have really pink eyelids. Anybody else have a darker shade on your eyelid? It just helps you. Notice I'm just blending the leftover down. Okay. I'm going to show you some tips. So here I go up, up, and here I'm going down. If I had my blending brush, I could do more of a circular motion with my CC cream, but I'm focusing on a more matte foundation, flawless finish. I'm going down, just dusting it into my neckline. And have you ever been matched for foundation either here or here or here? Never give anybody your wrist to match you. People do it at the parties all the time. That's not an accurate way for a true match. Your true match will be tested along your jawline to your neckline so you look even and one solid color. So the really cool thing about this as I continue to match, let me just actually tell you, it's called IntelliMatch technology. And so IntelliMatch, actually, they surveyed over 3,000 women. They basically captured 3,000 women around the world. They were scanning their forehead, their cheeks, and décolleté to capture a more accurate data. And Mary Kay launched this IntelliMatch, which is our true authentic match. So literally it's like 97% accuracy. So that's pretty exciting because have you ever worn the wrong foundation color? Because I have before Mary Kay. And so I'll tell you, that's probably why my coworkers are like, you look better. I was probably wearing the right foundation for the first time and my skin looked better than before. So notice I'm blending really good. And here's what I love. You can do, notice I did a couple layers. You could do literally a couple layers for a more flawless coverage. If I want a full coverage, I'm going to a wedding, I'll put on even a third layer and then I'm kind of patting it in just to get a more flawless coverage, okay? So, and don't forget, I put a little bit around my eyes. I think I mentioned that to you, right around there, just a little bit right in there. I love this foundation brush. Okay, so looking at my mirror here, making sure I look even because I love looking at you all, but I can't see myself as well. Yeah, so right foundation is key. So a couple things about that. So there are different undertones. And again, we have a great foundation quiz that can help you find this, but I want to give you a couple tools to consider. Really, I'm going to bring up my screen so you can see it. So when you are talking to your beauty consultant or filling out your foundation, oh, that's not it, your foundation matching quiz, there are a few things that you're going to be able to answer. 2 things to help you determine, why isn't it popping up? Hold on, girls. I'm like finding every other thing on my screen and not what I want. There we go. Okay, so identify first if you're an ivory, beige, or bronze. So I'm typically either on the scale of dark ivory or a really light beige. And that's okay, but that helps you identify which tone you're in. You're either a light ivory or dark ivory, a light beige, dark beige, or in the middle, or a light bronze, or in the middle, or dark bronze. But basically identify, are you ivory, beige, or bronze? The quiz will ask you these categories. If you're not sure, talk to your beauty consultant. On average, you probably have worn something at one point that gave you the idea of as to whether you are in one of the categories, lighter or darker. Then you identify your undertone. This question is answered by when you get sun, and you forgot your sunscreen, which I know you never would, but if you forgot your sunscreen, what happens to your face? Not your arms or your legs, because guess what? My arms and legs actually get tan. My face does not. So if I look at my arms right now, I'm like, oh, I got a tan, but my face did not. I also had sunscreen on. But I'll tell you, what is your undertone? Well, if you get red and burn, you are a cool undertone, more in the pinky tones, right? If you go pink and tan, you're in the neutral undertone category. And if you go straight to a tan, which I'm so jealous, you are a warm undertone. And so this will help your consultant identify the right tone, but that foundation matching quiz does all the work for you, and you can find the true match for you. So again, with foundation coverage, there is a right match for you. And if you try it's not the right shade, you can go from there and you can swap it out. But I'll tell you this, you never want to go darker just to look tanner or use, I will tell you that's where bronzer and contouring comes in. Join me Thursday for that class. Is a different class, but you might have a winter shade and a summer shade. I literally went to a different color after my week at the beach, but within a couple weeks, I'll be back to my normal ivory or my light beige foundation. I mentioned earlier, we have several foundation coverage options. We love our CC cream for a light, flawless, airy, I call it an Instagram filter look. We have our silk setting powder, which can be used by itself, or you can use it to apply over a product like foundation or CC cream for a fuller coverage. And there's cream to powder for those who love that kind of cream to powder finish, kind of like that all day powder look that looks flawless as well. There is options and there's coverage for you. Talk to your beauty consultant, your beauty bestie to personalize your beauty needs. And so let's talk about concealer and corrector right now. So I'm excited. I got both in my hands. We have under eye corrector and we have concealer. So what is the difference? Okay, so under eye corrector has a special peach tone that neutralizes the grays, the blues, the purples that make us look tired. And I don't really have dark circles, but I have a lot of pinky and purple little veins. So I'm gonna put lightly, I put a little bit, and I'll show my screen so you can see me. Under eye corrector, I just put a little bit, because I really don't have dark under eye circles, but I want to brighten. So I mentioned I kind of sometimes use my blending brush, because you could. I use my cream brush is synthetic as well, or I even use my little blending sponge. I'm gonna just apply, maybe do one in one so you can see. This is with the cream color brush because it goes on really flawless and it's easy to get into those little hard little areas. And don't forget the inside right here. That can make all the difference. Notice I'm putting it on my eyelid. Okay, do you see that? It already looks brighter, right? And so, or I could use my my little blending brush. I'm going to show you. I use my blending brush sometimes just to show you that you can use either one. It's a little hard to get in the little crevice, but I like it because it's fast. I like fast. So there you go, done. So 2 different ways to apply. And so corrector literally is just for your under your eye area, on the lid, on the crease, right in there where you have purples, pinks, blues, anything that you want to neutralize. Now, let me finish with our little, well, not finish, but next step, our concealer. Now, I'm teaching this Thursday, our contour highlight class. And so typically if you're going to use concealer to highlight or to, for contouring purposes, you go lighter or darker. I did choose to use, I use a deep, actually, I've seen people do like a little V here. I use a deep ivory. So you can use, I'll show you in my contour class, some other areas you can highlight and accentuate, but that's for a different class. So you can do a little small triangle or a light one, but I'm getting close with my blending sponge just to get right in there for a nice flawless finish. I did wet this blending sponge before. I soaked it with water so it gets soft, and then I tapped out the extra liquid just because it really gives you a nice flawless coverage. I find that when I use a brush for this, it doesn't look as flawless as a blending sponge. So I love my blending sponge. It's so soft. It's super soft. And it just, you're gonna see, I just feel bright and lighter. I love how that looks. I'll even just go a little bit. I love it. Awesome. Very good. So now I'm going to top it off with a little bit of powder, a little bit of translucent powder. As you heard, we do have silk setting powders. We have cream to powder. I'm going to top it off with our translucent powder, which literally has no color. Yes, Quinn, I love the blending sponge too. It's just so squishy. That's mine. Okay, so I love our translucent powder. And so I'm going to show you, a little bit goes a long way. I grab our foundation, our powder brush, that's also part of our brush collection. And it's, again, synthetic, it's tapered for easy application. I get a little bit on the tip of my brush and I just tap, never blow on your brushes. I tap the excess, and you could either pat for a fuller, more, for just to set in your coverage so that you look, maybe helps with oil control. If you have more fine lines or pores you're concerned about, make sure you definitely consider that foundation primer. And so if you have dry skin like my mom does, she doesn't use powder. I need powder. I am very oily. I can dust it on or I can pet it in, whatever you prefer. So, okay. By the way, you can see concealer, by the way, for just any also little imperfections or blemishes. I just saw that I have a little blemish from my kids have a body sunscreen that breaks me out. So I'm gonna cover that. concealer, your same concealer, multi-purposes. I'll teach you more of the contour class this week. So I'm gonna finish with so my flawless face is pretty done, but I wanna finish with a quick 5-minute face, literally not even a 5-minute face. I'm gonna do a quick liquid shadow because if I was going out right now, what would I wear? A quick mom look, because back to school is it's on Thursday, well, it's on Wednesday technically, and I don't have time to take too long to get ready. So I'm gonna show you our quick liquid shadow. Love how easy it is to apply. So easy, right? I'm gonna apply my favorite mascara because I love Lash Love. I love that rhymes. I love Lash Love. And my Lash Love here, where'd it go? Here it is. I love Lash Love. We have different mascaras. I love the wand on this one. That little pop means that it's fresh. I love Lash Love. Look at that. It just instantly, I've got eyes. Like instantly, I love Lash Love mascara. My trick and technique is the more you layer, the better. This 5-minute face is easy and flawless. You can already see a difference. I'm gonna put on my mascara here. You can layer more, of course. I won't have time for brows today, but in my book, brows are essential as well. I use a pencil because I don't have much shape, but that's another class. Join us for one of our final classes. Look at that, even just a little bit. Now I layer the mascara, okay? Because it gives you an even more, look at that. Oh my gosh, I love our mascara. I love our mascara. Yes, I don't have brows, so I need my brows. Okay, then I'm gonna do a quick cheek, quick lip, and then I'm gonna share some little specials for today. Awesome, so I'm gonna use one of our summer cheek colors, which I love. We have different options. They're still in stock. I'm gonna use our fun lilac because that's in stock, and I'm wearing pink. I kind of wanna just do a little lilac. Join me for our contour class so you can see how I blend it all in. I love pinks. I love a fun cheek, you guys. I'm matching my outfit. I love a fun cheek because cheeks are totally in. I'm gonna show you when I take off my headband, how fun I look. I look like a cute little girl going to school. And then my neutral gloss in my unique mauve. I love it. Okay, I think I'm ready. I love it. I feel like I'm ready for a back to school drop off, looking super cute. I'm gonna show you some specials right now that we did. Let's see. So we've got here, we talked about our powder, our different sponge options. I gotta go out after this. I feel flawless. We talk to your beauty consultant about the difference. Once you match with one color, you can find the right shades for you in concealer, in foundation, all the above. So that foundation matching quiz is actually a really great tool for you. So you can find the right products along our different product collection that we have. Now, some specials for today. So your consultant's gonna send you this image so you can have a conversation with her after today's event and she can share some specials that she has for you. But you can see on the top right what we use today. So first we did start with a flawless skin prep. We prepared the face. I used the Miracle Set. Again, we have several options for skincare that you can talk to your beauty consultant about. Check out that Skin Analyzer app for customized recommendations. But I did use, after the cleansing and moisturizing, I went straight into our foundation primer to prep those pores for a really flawless finish, okay? And then I jumped right into our foundation, which I applied with our foundation brush, okay? That was the easiest way to apply that for a flawless coverage and finish. I did then, to create the more of that brightening under the eyes, which gives you a youthful, rested look, I did use under eye corrector first, right under the eye and the eyelid and between the eyes. And then I used a concealer that I used just to brighten a little bit more and really lift and an upward motion right there, right under the eye area. We'll learn on Thursday how you can do more with that. And then we also did, I did use, at one point you saw me use our little cream blush, and you saw me also use some different brushes and tools as well, including my blending sponge, which I did love for that great concealer application, okay, and blending flawlessly into your skin. Then I topped it off with a translucent powder and our powder, all over powder brush to seal it and apply. And so I did finish off with a quick out the door look, a liquid shadow in the shade Light Beam. I did use our Luxe, I think it's called Luxe Lilac. Yeah, Luxe Lilac blush if you like a pop of color because it's still summer, and then which has a great smooth finish. And I did apply Unique Mauve to top it off. So those are some shades that I did. So your beauty consultant will send this to you so she could actually, you can have a conversation with her about some specials that she has this summer for you. She's also going to send you a link called Listen for a Lip Gloss, because we are excited to get your feedback on our amazing opportunity, which enters you into a cash drawing we're doing on August 31st. So it's simple. You listen in for a fun story from our mentor about our opportunity. You give your feedback the way she provides, either a paper form or a digital form, and that enters you into our cash drawing on August 31st. And then she'll send you a link in case you're like, I loved what I heard. I want to start my Mary Kay business. I don't want to wait. I want these deals. She'll send you a link so you can get started as well today. So I hope you had fun. I got the alert that we're being sent into the other room. Perfect timing. We just wrapped up. I want to thank you for joining us. Don't leave just yet. We want your feedback in the other room so that you can be entered into our cash drawing, actually our drawing for tonight. So we'll see you in the other room.